Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and got some land for you today. We got a bunch of properties, and I want to talk to you about the different properties we have and see if any of them are the right ones for you. And I want to call some of the guys that have property on the website, other people that are listing properties on RealVacantLand.com. See if I can get some of them on the phone and talk about their properties. And yeah, just update on properties and answer questions. So Q&A. If you have any questions, good, bad, ugly, whatever, about land, I'm not sure I'll have the answer, but maybe I can find them or figure them out or know somebody who does. And throw them in the comments, and we'll see if we can hit your questions along the way too. So again, this is Luke Smith, RealVacantLand.com. We're going to talk about land. In the background, got a picture. This is my daughter up here, my son over here, and they're picking avocados. Well, over here, a bunch of avocados. Just, I don't know, picture of land, right? Just threw that up in the background. So let me check in the comments. Got a couple people saying hi. Dal Rob 4 says morning. Luke Jose says hi. How's the polar vortex in San Diego? Yeah, right. So we got two houses right now. That's not the plan. Got a new house for Christmas for my wife so we could have horses. She wanted a place with horses, and I like the beach, right? So the beach house is it's cold, but it's still fine. And I'm at the ranch house. We're fixing up a couple things, and I guess I'm gonna sell it 'cause she doesn't like it. She wanted a place with horses, but she doesn't like it, so fix it up and sell it. I put it on RealVacantLand.com, right? I think I'll just post it on the MLS and give some tours and see what I can get for it. But so the ranch house is a little higher elevation. It's like 500 foot instead of 30 or 40 foot off the ocean. And everything's frozen this morning. There's like frozen puddles outside. That's not normal. It's really not normal. Yeah, so it's cold night for San Diego style, but still flowers going on. The sun's out, and it's great. I went fishing yesterday, and it was totally fine. The ocean was fine. It's a little windy, but it totally worked. Robert Hines says good morning. Cheryl says good morning. Sandra Dean says good morning. So good morning, everybody. Got some orange lights, so hopefully audio video is coming through. I'm gonna pause my version of it, see if that helps a little bit. Yeah, anyone else buffering, or is it just my crappy service? It might be mine. So hopefully it starts loading. I'm going to jump into the new listings on the website. See if I can get this to work. Here we go. So I'm going to go to listings. I'm going to go to for sale, and let's see what's going on. So we've got, I was just looking, and I think I've got Arkansas properties on the website. I was just looking at it this morning. I think there's, I don't know, 140 pages or something of, or 14 pages, 10 per page of Arkansas on the website right now. And I was like, geez, the list is growing instead of shrinking. I thought I was selling more Arkansas than buying. But some of the other guys have been posting more Arkansas properties. And so I looked at how many I have on the website. I'm down to 75 properties on the website in Arkansas. And you might want to remember that number. I'll write that number down for later. Answering questions to get free land. Maybe listen to that number. 75 properties that I've got in the website right now. It says, please turn up my mic. Let me check a little setting. Got it turned up as much as I can. Maybe I'll talk closer. I don't want it to get distorted. Okay. It says, oh, we love Arkansas. Yeah. So we've got Arkansas. Arkansas is just so cheap. When it comes to easy, cheap land, Arkansas is like the epitome of easy, cheap land. Arkansas's got properties. Excuse me. Arkansas's got properties that you can buy from the state. You can buy them from the counties. You buy them from the cities. There's a bunch of different municipalities you can buy them from. You can buy them from people. I've sent out letters in Arkansas, and I didn't buy a single property. People just yelled at me. They were so happy they got their property. They wouldn't take my prices for anything. And I was pretty disappointed. Like, I thought I'd buy some. I've spent a bunch of money on mail, and I still didn't buy any properties. It's cheaper just buy them from the government. And so I went through and I started databasing a lot of the stuff that the government had for sale and started picking out the best ones. You know, the biggest acreage, ones that are next to each other, you know, get groupings next to each other. People are always asking me for a bunch of properties next to each other because they want bigger acreage. They want them on streams. They want them in woods. They want them back away from other houses. They want them by lakes and streams and fishing and hunting and all that kind of stuff. That's why they want the properties. And power lines are good. Paved roads are good too. And so trying to like get the best of all those features for the cheapest price properties and then post them on the website. Just cherry pick the stuff the government has and get it through all their paperwork and put it up for sale. And it worked pretty well. The last couple of years I've sold hundreds of Arkansas properties at all kinds of different prices. And now I see some other people doing that. And so if we go look at the inventory on ruralvacantland.com, the first property that's on the website right now, or the last one posted, I'm just going to listings for sale. Last one posted is Arkansas, Benton County, Arkansas. I've never bought any properties in Benton County, Arkansas. I don't even know where Benton County is. I'll pull it up on the map. But Curtis, he's got this one. Curtis, name, number right here on the website. If you go to Benton County, Arkansas on ruralvacantland.com, he's got 0.33 acres. He's asking $850. He's got the buy it now link on there ready to go. It's GPS coordinates. There's excuse me, let me get a sip of water. The so it pulls up a map. We'll see if we can figure out where this is. I mean, it looks like a piece of land in the woods on a paved road, houses, nice looking houses across the street, power lines. It looks like the satellite data is different on one side of the street compared to the other. Let's see where we're at. So Bentonville, it's in the north. So Missouri, Arkansas. So Bentonville's in the north, and getting close to Oklahoma, right? Yeah, so it's North Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Bentonville. So it's up in the northwest corner of Arkansas, when mine are usually over here. This one he's got's over here. So I've had a lot of people asking for land over here, and I've never had any. So bet you that's an interesting one to the right person. $850 for a third of an acre in Bentonville, Arkansas. 13. So the next one that's up for sale is 13 acres on a paved road in New Mexico, Cochise County. Let's see who's got this one up on the website. Andy Barnhart, he's got this one. He's been buying a bunch of Cochise County, like western third of the county, getting closer to more towns and things. Let's take a look at where this one is. He's asking $23,995 for 13 1/4 acres, and it looks like he's got two roads. It's got a dirt road on one side and a paved road on the other side. Got the map set up on this one. Trying to get the map set up on all these properties, but the properties get posted a little faster than I can make maps. Looks like there's a nice looking house across the street. I wonder if we can do street view here. No street view, but kind of diamond shaped property, scattered houses throughout the area. Let's see where we're at. Oh, okay, this is over by the New Mexico-Arizona border. Rodeo, Portal. This is way east Apache County. Okay, I haven't had very many properties over here. A lot of this area is owned by the government. There's not so many private properties over here. Douglas is down in this part, so you can get supplies down there. And there's over in New Mexico, there's Lordsburg and Deming. But I was thinking, There was something else right here. Maybe I'm wrong. But Lordsburg probably has supplies too. So whichever one is closer, Lordsburg or Douglas. But you just got a lot of nature in this area. There's a desert museum. That's the kind of thing I'd want to stop in and see. Let's see. Let's change this around. Okay, so whoops. I killed it. Some more pictures of the kids. So I don't know what happened. I lost it. J. James saying, wouldn't want to be landlocked though. Most areas off 40 are great possibilities too. So I think he's talking about northern Arizona for cheap land. Yeah. Northeastern Arizona. Yeah, so J. James saying, we're like many of your RV fans. We're looking for a place to plant our small camper. Yeah. And being near water, I think, is a priority, though. Lots of lakes in the Ozarks. Yeah, there's a lot of lakes in the Ozarks. So a lot of the properties I have in the Ozarks have been picked over really well for RV living. And I've had them on the website for a couple of years, like 2 years. The ones that are left, my 75 properties that are left. So it's nice to have some new ones coming on. Curtis it looks like he's cherry picking a bunch of properties out of all the kinds of databases in Arkansas, picking the best of the best and bringing them up and putting them for sale. So maybe he's got some that you can do RV living in, because there are a lot of lakes and streams and nature to go enjoy and have fun with there. But the properties that I have, they want you to build. Like all the ones I have left, they want you to build. They want you to build site-built stuff. I think some of them you can do mobile homes, but for the most part, they want you to build, and it's 850 square foot or 1,000 square foot kinds of numbers. It's not 200 square foot. I mean, I sold all those properties. So it's yeah, they want you to build a cabin. You guys are talking about northeastern Arizona. Yeah, so if you go to like Apache County, I'll pull up Apache County while we're talking about it. I mean, just keep the questions going. I'll try to keep up with questions and answers too and dive into new properties. But so let's digress a little bit. Let's go to Apache County. It's right behind my head. Maybe I should change this. So I'm changing the advanced search here. People are always asking me how to use this thing. So I'm doing location. I'm taking it to Apache County. Contract, I'm doing for sale. And I'm not doing anything with the price or the area. But let's say I wanted 5 acres and up. I could just put a 5 in the area and it'd be 5 acres and up. So this is what we currently have in Apache County. There's 2 pages. There's 10 properties per page. So it's, over 10 properties right now. 2 1/3 acre for $3,997. Like I bet you all these properties you could pull up an RV and nobody would do anything without building a septic system and stuff. You can just pull in there and go for it. 40 acres, even easier than the 2 acre ones. 1 acre, $1,897. But I mean, 40 acres, you could really have all kinds of no neighbors around to bug you. $1,950 for 1 acre. $13,495 for 37 acres. There's a bunch of them in Apache County to choose from. Some of them have these juniper bushes, so you can really block the view, not see the people around you. You can just see lots of blue sky and bush off to the sides, maybe mountains in the distance, and just neat looking areas. Some of these might have power lines, looking at different mountains, and so Apache County is a really easy one to pull up an RV and just go for it. You can get away with a lot in Apache County. And what always surprised me is like if you drive up the northern parts of Apache County, I'm gonna go back to the listings while we're talking, but if you go up to the northern parts of Apache County up into the reservation, there's coal mines up there, and some of the guys work the coal mines, and they take their big red Dodge pickup truck to the coal mine, you know, because they can finance a big red Dodge pickup truck, but they can't finance a house because it's on the reservation, right? The bank can't take it away. So they get a mobile home, and that they can finance because the banks can take that away. And they fill their truck up with coal. And they drive the coal back, and they dump coal in their front yard, and they put coal into the fireplace or into the furnace to keep the place warm. So they're still heating their places with coal. And I'm just not used to that, seeing that. But that's how it used to work in lots of places, and they're still doing it there because it's cheap and easy, and they can. So, well, this is probably that same Apache one. I'll pull it up. 3,997. Dave Ayers got that one on the website. 2.34 acres, and some nice green-looking pictures of the area. And here's some satellite shots of a bunch of bushes coming in from above. Let's see if this is Concho, or where is this one? This looks like Concho. Oh, south of Concho. Okay, Concho's up here. And we got Sholo down here. So just north of Sholo, Snowflake, Taylor. There's a new Walmart that went in Taylor this last year. There's a Walmart, Home Depot down by Pine Top Lakeside, so you could probably go to either one. And yeah, you could drive in there and go for it. So then we've got $9,997 for 5 acres in Castilla County, Colorado, with a water well. So let's take a look at that one. Dave Harris got this one. Looks like it's got a little pump shed and a well next to the shed. 9,997 comes with a well. You probably can't drill a well for that, like a modern well, especially if you're paying for the pump and plumbing it up to the house. I mean, maybe you can drill a well for that. Different parts of the country, but in this area, I'm guessing the whole property is selling cheaper than it costs to put in a well. Dave's saying our customers are always asking for land with a water well included, and here it is. Yeah, I get a lot of people asking for properties with a water well too. It's pretty rare to get them when we're shopping for vacant land. The prices that we offer for vacant land to get a water well thrown in is pretty cool. So here's one, Castilla County, Colorado. Dave Ayers has got this one on the website. Dave's info is right over here, and if you go to ruralvacantland.com and look up Castilla County, Colorado, you can get this 5 acres with a water well. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks, Dave. Good find. So here's another one, Castilla County, Colorado. So he's asking $3,297 for this one, so I'm guessing it doesn't have the water well. Like the one, $10,000 there is probably cheaper to buy the one with the water well than the one without. You know, it's less money in the front end, but if you're going to add a well, you might as well buy the one with the well. So 5 acres in Castilla County, Colorado. There's a bunch of mountains around the area. You see these big, beautiful mountains like Mount Blanca to the north, and the Cristobal, I forget the name of the mountain. The name escaped me. But off to the east, yeah, there's Mount Blanca to the north, and to the east there's a bunch of Sangre de Cristo Mountains. There it is, Sangre de Cristo Mountains to the east. I've never been to this part of Colorado. Oh, my head's in the way. Let me transition this over. Yeah, so let me get my cursor again. So Mount Blanca's up here, and the Sandy Cristos are just over here off the side of the picture. I've never been to this part of Colorado, but it'd be fun to pass through there or spend some time there. I hear a lot about elk hunting. I'd like to just see the elk run. A running elk they're such a big, majestic, beautiful, solid animal. I don't know how to explain it. There's something about a running elk that I don't know if I'd have the heart to shoot one. I've done a lot of hunting, but I don't know. I don't think I care enough anymore. I like to watch them run. I just let them go, take a picture. But here's, so $1,499. What is this one? 2.5 acres in Mojave County, Arizona. Oh, this is one of my properties. Yeah, so $14.99. Oh, I was just looking at this one this morning. Let me pull this up. This one just went on the website. I mean, Zillow's not always the best place to look for the cheapest land in the world, but it's easy and it's a map, and it's one of many references you can look at. But if we look at Zillow, Mojave County, doing Mojave, Arizona, and I got the town in Kern instead of the county in Arizona. So here we go, Mojave County, Arizona, and I think I've got 2 acres and up, and this is a 2.5 acre property that I've got on the website. So 2.5 acres, Mojave County, Arizona. I'm asking $1,499. And if we look at Zillow, we've got the cheapest thing on here is a 5 acre for $1,899, and it's been on Zillow for 376 days. So you probably call them and nobody answers, and it's probably just like floating in space kind of listing that isn't really a listing. So the first one that really shows up on there is $2,400 for 5 acres. It's been on there for 24 days. That's probably a real listing. Yeah, so $2,400 for 5 acres, and it doesn't look like there's access or anything. Middle of nowhere, Mojave County. The one I've got on the website is it's got a little road. $1,499. What I'm asking. So it's like, you know, $1,000 cheaper than the cheapest anything in the county listed. Significantly less than everyone else. I don't think this one will last very long. It looks like you could drive up to it. I bet you could pull in here with an RV and go for it. Let's look at a map and see where this thing's at. Because I don't remember. I bought it, but I don't even remember where it's at. It was just, the price was too good to pass up. So, yeah, so here's Lake Mead up to the north. There's Lake Mojave over here. Lake Havasu is probably down here somewhere. Or did I mix them up? That's not Lake Havasu. Let's look at a map. So the properties here, yeah, there's Lake Mojave. There's Lake Mead, Lake Mojave. Lake Havasu is going to be down south more. Here's Lake Havasu. So Lake Havasu is a popular one for spring break. Spring break's coming up. You could live up here or camp up here and stuff. Go through Kingman, take your boat down to Lake Havasu and go have some fun. You could go around the mountains. You go over to Lake Mojave, you could have some fun. Or you could go up to Lake Mead and have some fun. So from here you got a couple different lakes on the river you could shoot out to. And this area is winter haven for Canadians, for Pacific Northwesterners, Midwesterners, Northeasters. People from everywhere north like to come here and get out of the cold and go for it. So the population probably goes 5 or 10 times in these deserts in the winter. And that's right now. You could drive in there and use it. You could spend the night there tonight if we're in the area. You could drive into the RV, and I don't think anyone's going to bother you. So it's just north of Kingman, all kinds of supplies in Kingman. And there's a little road. It doesn't look like there's any major roads coming up close. Well, this one's got a number on it. I really doubt it's got Street View. Yeah, it doesn't have Street View. But it's probably just a dirt road. And you take a dirt road off a dirt road, and let's look at satellite. Yeah, dirt road off a dirt road into a bunch of squares, and doesn't look like anybody's built around the area. So you get your own square without anybody around to mess with you. You could probably shoot your guns, play your music, have a bonfire, grill, do whatever you want. Run your dirt bikes around, or horses, or four-wheelers. Yeah, so that one's on the website, Mojave County, $14.99. Then we got some more Arkansas, 0.32 acres in Izard County, Arkansas, doing payments, $202 a month. This one says sold, It shouldn't be in the list. I think it must have sold like since I pulled the list up. And then this one's $204 for a month for 0.47 acres in Izard County, Arkansas. So that's probably one of the biggest ones we got in Izard County, Arkansas right now. Here's 0.56 acres in Izard County, Arkansas. That's probably, there's a couple of these would be bigger than any of the ones that I've got. I think I'm getting down to like the third acre ones. Here's a third acre in Izard County, Arkansas. There's 0.3 acres in Izard County, Arkansas. At $207 a month. Here's 0.31 acres in Izard County, Arkansas. So there's a couple more Arkansas coming on. Here's 1 acre in China Lake across acre lot in Ridgecrest, California. So let's take a look at this one. I haven't looked at this area in a bit. William Goldberg got this one. Willie got this one up here. It's a 1 acre lot. Oh, look at this neighborhood. This neighborhood looks like it's starting to happen, starting to fill in. I mean, there's some blank squares next to you, but there's a paved road. I'm guessing a power line. This many people in the area, there's got to be a power line. Neighbor's got a pool. This neighbor's got a boat and a whole bunch of extra cars. Yeah, a lot of these people are what you call a hoarder. I mean, they're keeping all the old cars. These people have horses. But you can go for it. They got a pool. You get some area to keep your stuff. So it looks like there's power line running down the back. I'm sure there's power lines running all over this area. So what was he asking? $8,990 for 1 acre. So it's a 1 acre lot. And let's zoom out. I'll show you where we're at. So there's Ridgecrest, and here's China Lake Acres and Inyokern. It's north of Los Angeles, up Ridgecrest. Seen some comments go by. James says, I grew up in Arizona, amazingly open country state. Yeah, there's a lot of open. Rhonda says, I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, but searching for land in Central Florida. There you go. I think we've got some Florida. So let me pull up. I had the map search open too, but it's not. Let the map search load for a sec while I look at some other ones. The website crashed on me. I reloaded it. So 5.22 acres property in 29 Palms, California. This looks like a Willie listing. Yeah, Willie got this one, $3,990. He's asking for 5.22 acres near 29 Palms, California. So here's the looks like it's is that a road or an aqueduct? That's the road. So it looks like nice paved blacktop road right out in front of the property with power lines. We might be able to do street view. Oh yeah, there's street view on this one. So you can drive right up to this one. I don't know if I'm on the right side of the street or not. So some people are setting up in this area. There's power lines there, and that looks like an open pallet to do whatever you want to do with it land. You hardly even need to bulldoze it. It's all ready to go. You could have a fire and no one would notice, right? So you got to build everything. This is vacant land, guys. People ask me all kinds of stuff like, what about this and what about that? You got to build it. You got to build it. You got to make it happen. You get the land cheap, but then you got to make everything else. But you get to make it the way you want, right? You don't have to take over someone else's project. You get to make your own. So $6,990. Here's another one, 0.62 acres, San Bernardino County. And let's see where this one's at. I don't know where we are. I'm usually pretty good at figuring this out. Okay, so this is back that side of Wonder Valley, huh? Let's see. "29 Palms." So this is backside of 29 Palms. I was thinking we're over a little bit more. So here's the Marine base, 29 Palms Marine base. And there's a lot up here. There's a bunch of roads in the area. Let's see if there's a power line. And there's numerous houses in the area too. It's been filling in. People spilling over from LA. Yeah, there's a power line right next to it. Little cabin across the street. Power line here and there. Looks like kind of area you can go drive your dirt bike around. No one's going to bother you. Probably light off fireworks too. Probably not legal, but you could probably do it. Okay, so back to Rhonda talking about Florida. She wanted Central Florida. The map's pulled up. Let's see if we got anything in Central Florida. So I'm on the map search part of ruralvacantland.com. See if my head gets in the way here. But I'm going to zoom in on Florida. Florida was probably one of the first states I learned as a kid. You know, just by looking at the map. It's the one, it's Florida Panhandle. It's the one that sticks out, right? One of the easiest ones to identify. So Central Florida, we've got, this is Central Florida up here, right? But we've got one down here. It's probably not what she's looking for. Andy Barnhart. Okay, $4,295 for a quarter acre in southern Florida and central southern Florida. Looks like it's on a road. You drive up to it, some trees laid out in a neighborhood with some other, some area for some other people to fill in. So we've got that one that you could choose, or this is more central Florida. North of Interlaken and Hollister. 0.22 acres for $100 a month. Let's see who's got this one up for sale. Luke Harris, $100 a month for 72 months or $7,400. And it's like a fifth of an acre, and it's on a dirt road with some other houses in the area. Looks like you could do mobile homes here, I'm guessing. It's a bunch of lakes. A bunch of woods. It's probably beautiful weather. So there's a couple Florida properties to choose from. I'm sure we'll get more on the website over time, but that's what we have right now. That's still up for sale. Then there's some Florida Panhandle ones too. I'll go back to the new listings. Okay, so we got 5 acres and 29 palms, $13,490. Let's see if that one's probably got power lines and stuff. So we got some pictures of the area. Oh, look at that. So we got the map. Let's see if we can blow that up over my head. So there's power line, or there's a paved road over here. There's houses in the area. Let's see if there's any power lines. It'll make it easier, right? Just to tap into power than trying to deal with a bunch of batteries. I'm drawing a blank. That looks like a power line to the property to the north. Yeah, there's power lines. So I think you could tap into power. Other houses in the area. You could probably have horses and all kinds of toys. .28 acres and 29 palms. I think we've looked at a good deal. 29 palms. So you're shopping the 29 palms, the backside of Los Angeles. We've got a good selection of them right now. 2.27 acres, 29 palms. There's another one. 2.151 acres, 29 palms. There's a bunch of them in the area to choose from. Looks like Willie went through and mailed them all cash offers. Right, just got a bunch of them. Here's Cochise County. I'll show you on the map search where we're at in Cochise County. So I know Cochise County a little bit better because I've dealt a bunch of land there. And I keep talking about Cochise County over time because it's a really easy one to build what you want to build. You still got to get an RV permit if you want to drive in with an RV, but it's like 25 bucks. I think you can do it online. So here's Cochise County. Almost all this area behind my head over here, this whole thing is Cochise County. And so we've got a good selection of Cochise County right now. All the green ones are the ones that are for sale. If you zoom in on different areas, you'll see that we get some for sale. Here's some down here. These are all sold. But here's some up here getting closer to Sierra Vista. A lot of the ones we've had in the past are closer to Douglas. But there's a couple up here getting by Dragoon Mountain. Boy, this one I had on the front side of Dragoon. That one sold so fast, and I thought I asked way too much money. But as you're getting closer to Benson and you're getting closer to Tucson, the prices go up and up. As you get so you cross over here, it's the county line, something into Pima, the price is just like double and triple going from Cochise to Pima County. It's pretty amazing how wildly the prices change on the county lines. So here's Cochise County, 0.83 acres by Luke Harris. He's asking $11,100 or $300 down and $150 a month for 72 months. And let's see where this one's at. So, okay, so Wilcox would be up here, and it's just south of Wilcox, just south of the dry lake. Interstate 10, yeah, Interstate 10 is up here, Cochise, Sun Sites. And so here's Dragoon Mountain. It's beautiful looking mountains. You're on the back side of those mountains. You drive around them to get to the 10 and over to Benson and Tucson for supplies. And then we got 10 acres in Elko County, Nevada for $150 a month. Pull that up. $11,100 or $300 down, $150 a month for 72 months. Yeah, so let's see where this one's at. Okay, so we're up by, so here's the Pilot Valley. Here's Pilot Peak would be down here actually. I think Pilot Peak would be down here right behind my head. Pilot Peak, Montello up here somewhere. And so this whole mountain range, just a beautiful mountain range, it gets speckled with snow. This thing stays snow covered for most of the year. And then out, as you go further off, you get into Salt Lake City. But yeah, so it's just around the corner. You come through the valley and up from Salt Lake City. As you keep going, let's turn a map on. So Interstate 80 would go over, I can't do it. Interstate 80 would go over this way, and then you eventually get to Elko. So it's not too far from Elko. And then we're starting to get into land that we talked about last week, that 3 acres up in Oregon. There were other properties in there, but they've all sold. So some of the more expensive ones are still listed there, like $69,499. But it's 3 acres in the woods with water and power line. That was a good looking property. Let's just look at that one again. Let's cover it again. We covered it last week, but it's the kind of property I drool over. So you got pictures. David Deniston has it here. He's asking $649 a month for this. And it's just a bunch of trees in Clatsop County, Oregon. So it's not too far from the coast. It's not too far from Portland. And there's a bunch of little roads. I'm pretty sure you can drive right up to it. The last little bit of driveway might need to be cleaned out. There's a paved road over here. Yeah, so paved road, property, little roads. Last little bit of the road probably needs some cleaning out for my guess. And then there's a river down here. When I was talking about this last week, someone chimed in and said there's a big salmon run in that river. They thought they knew the name of the river, and it was a good salmon fishing one. Castro's Posh Closet says, yes, having multiple plots of land is a great strategy. If you need to work, you can be digital nomad and see the country. Exactly. I mean, you could work from anywhere these days. Depends on what you're doing and how creative you are. I think is a better way of saying it. It doesn't depend on what you're doing as much as how creative you are. How can you turn that passion, that belief, that what you're doing into a digital nomad kind of job? You know, is it writing about it? Is it presenting it? Is it selling it? Is it, you know, just high grading that part of your business to outsource the day-to-day stuff that you need to be somewhere for? I mean, there's lots of people that talk about those kinds of things. It's a very modern movement. I very much believe in that, that kind of lifestyle, that kind of movement, and what's happening in our world today. So hopefully you guys are taking up that movement a lot more and running with it. And I think properties like this are a great way to take advantage of it. You take some easy, cheap land out in the middle of nowhere someplace, and you can work from there. You can set up internet and go with it. I set up internet service with Viasat was the one that I had here at the house, and they're I'll pull them up. They're offering service. I paid like $200 a month for the fancy one. Yeah, so Viasat used to be Exceed, and I used to recommend Exceed to people, but they came out with even better internet. And so if you're trying to figure out internet in the middle of nowhere, you can get internet with these guys, and it's really good download speeds. The upload speeds are what got me. I mean, they advertise as much as 3 megabytes upload per second, which doing videos like this with you guys, it doesn't work. But for most internet stuff, it works just fine. And then, yeah, so you can set up that kind of internet just about anywhere. I changed from those guys to the one I'm using right now is San Diego Broadband. There's these kinds of companies all over the place, but just could show you a picture of the setup. And these guys are less than half the price of the satellite, and it's a lot faster connection. You got photos on Yelp. Maybe that works. Yeah, so they have these little dishes. I've seen these different parts of the country, and there's usually signs on the side of the road and stuff. Internet. This is how you get the internet in this area. So it looks like he's got a sending receiving tower over here. He's got a backup generators, solar panels and batteries and stuff to run this thing. I don't think it takes that much energy to run them, but he's got to keep it going. And this isn't my house, but you know, they put these little antenna dish looking things on the house and point it directly at that sender receiver that's up on the roof, or that's up on the mountaintop. And so here's the guys putting them in. You know, they're putting these things on hills and different places where they can bounce the signal. And so you just got a post with a sender or repeater or whatever it is. And so there's different people hooking these up. You know, these radio antennas. He puts them all over the place. This is people get internet deals to have them on their property, and then they spread it around the area. One house I was looking at had the repeater set up at their house, and they were saying if something like 6 people in that valley signed up, they'd get free service for having it at their house and running the electricity to run the little thing on the repeater on the side of their hill. Yeah, so here's some different speed tests. Here's some different ways of doing signals. You know, so they'll put one of these up the top of the valley and then spray it all over the place and try to get everybody in the valley. Where it's not economic for running fiber optics and stuff, they can put these up pretty cheap and effective. And it can be like Bubba's internet service, you know. So if there isn't this kind of service in your area, you could be the Bubba putting up these towers and, you know, throwing internet all over your area. And it's not rocket science internet. I mean, it's really basic, and a lot of people have these kinds of businesses. You could probably get a franchise or something for this kind of business different parts of the country, or just make your own. You probably buy these parts off of Amazon if you really shopped. Daniel Jackson say, which land are you giving away? Yeah, so I should give some land away, but I want to make some calls first, see if I can get some of the guys that have land posted on the website to tell us about their land. Someone's saying it's probably more fun and easier finding them on your own, one by one, with Luke here. Yeah, finding different properties. Let's see. Let's see if I can answer some of these questions. I'll throw my kids up in the background in the meantime. David Shea says, hey Luke, I just wanted you to know that I received the deed for my land last week in Horseshoe Bend, Arkansas. Thank you so much. Thanks, David. That's good to hear. So you got the land. Now what I'd really like to hear is what you're going to do with it. I don't know if you're willing to share here in the comments what you're doing with the land, but that's cool. So some of the guys I sent out paperwork to, one of the guys I was just calling this morning, Josh, I don't know if he's on or not, he was asking, am I supposed to sign this paperwork to get the land? I'm like, yeah, you should sign the paperwork. His scenario is a little different, but you should sign the paperwork because the state that I'm buying the land from, they don't want me to give land away anymore. They got mad at me for giving land away, and someone wanted a refund. They wanted their land back, or they wanted the money instead of the land. They went to the state about it instead of just asking me. Yeah, so that now they want me to get you to sign it. So I'll send you paperwork, just really simple, basic paperwork. You can see how the paperwork's done. You can totally copy it, do your own paperwork to go get other properties too. But yeah, you sign that thing. I've got a check there to pay the state and an envelope to send it in, and I think the instructions are in the letter that I wrote in there to everybody, but I still had some questions. So that's how I was doing it. Jimmy Larson is saying, you're my hero, Luke. I'm driving to a gutter job, but still going to try and watch your show. Not like I'm not going to watch it 3 times over. Yeah, there you go. So hopefully the signal stays in while you're going to go do the gutter job. What are you giving away for free? Yeah, so I'm going to give away some more Arkansas properties. They're really cheap and easy. And I'm getting down towards the end of the Arkansas properties. The ones I've got on the web. I mean, there's still some on there, but there's not that many left. I'm going to try to pick through them and get some more, change the prices on some more of them, see if I move the rest of them out. Lydia Carasco saying, man, that's a lot of avocados. Yeah, tell me about it. I've been eating avocados like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those things only have so much of a shelf life. And I've been trying to figure out how to sell them. Like, I don't know how to sell the avocados. The people that had this house before me said they'd get like $3 to $6 grand a year for the avocados. And they had this gardener guy that would come over, take care of the avocados, and he would go sell them. And I didn't really keep in touch with the gardener guy that's doing my own gardening, right? And but now I want to sell the avocados. They're ripe. They're ready. In the next couple weeks, I should sell them. I put an ad on Let Go, like, somebody come pick and sell these avocados for me. I offered them a couple $100. I got kicked off there. I guess you can't sell food. So maybe I should try Craigslist or something else. Find somebody that's willing to pick and sell the avocados. Treasure Hunt Foodies saying, but at these prices, it's not too hard to save. Maybe even get a small loan. Heck, it's cheaper than buying a new car. Yeah, for sure. I do owner finance on some of these, and the other guys on the website do owner finance on some of these. But I mean, it's probably better off to use a credit card or a personal loan there's a lot of money out there for a lot cheaper than what we're offering these things at on terms compared to cash price. If you're willing to pay the cash price by taking some other kind of loan to do it, I think that just works better. Buy stuff for a while using your credit cards instead of cash, and then save your cash to go buy some land. I mean, it's another way to put it on a credit card. Or heck, you can use a credit card to buy the land. We take credit cards on the website. Virginia Price saying, love avocados. Yeah, avocados are good. I've been making avocado banana smoothies, like ripe avocados and bananas with sometimes a little bit of lemon juice. There's a bunch of lemons on this property too. Trying to think what else we put in there. Yeah, I don't know, but I found the recipes online. I was like looking up avocados. What else can you make with avocados besides guacamole and all kinds of dips and dressings and stuff? I've been making avocado salads and avocado on toast and avocado quesadillas, avocado sandwiches, avocados on pasta, avocados on, I mean, avocados goes on just about everything. It's like a topping that goes on lots of things. David Shea is saying, undecided on the land usage at this point. There you go. You could go post it on the internet, put it up for sale, learn how to do the transaction, and just by using one of these cheap properties, learn how to do the transaction. It might set yourself up to do larger and larger transactions, open the door for a new business. You start buying and selling land, you start selling it on terms, start collecting money over time. And not that I want competition, but I think it's a beautiful thing for you to change your finances, whatever stage you're at in life. It's a tool that can be used to create better finances for you and your family and your kids and everything. You know, for me, it's all about these guys here. You know, my son and wherever the daughter is. My daughter up here. I mean, a lot of these properties, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you'll see the deeds come back as like Dylan Adventure or Naomi Adventure or something, LLC, whatever the company's name is. I mean, Dylan's my son, Naomi's my daughter. Those are, to me, those are their companies. And yeah, I run their companies for them, sign stuff, but they're their companies. The money's for them. It's like it's to pay for their whatever, their school, their car, their first house, I don't know, I'm getting emotional talking about it. But that's what I do it for, right? So a lot of these properties are for the kids. They're the kids' transactions, the kids' money. And I'm just entrusting it, or I'm working on it for them for later on someday. So, yeah, Virginia Price, let the kids sell them on the front yard. There's no cars and there's no people around the front yard. And everybody around us has their own avocado trees. Try to give some avocados to the neighbors. They're like, we got our own avocados. We don't know what to do with them all. It's just an avocado neighborhood. So Danielle Jackson, I have some land in Maritonville, somewhere, Conway County, Arkansas. I don't even know where Conway County is. There's a lot of counties in Arkansas. Do you or anyone with you be interested? Yeah, I'm always interested. I'm really out of time for lots of these properties. You might want to reach out to some of the other guys on the website, like Curtis, who's putting up a bunch of Arkansas properties right now. You might want to ask him. Maybe he'll go for it. Avocado brownies. Yeah, there you go. That sounds like rotten avocados or something. When you cook them, they kind of turn colors, so you don't always want to cook them. But avocado brownies would probably work. You can freeze them. Yeah, we should freeze avocados. That's a good idea. I haven't tried freezing them yet. I have frozen smoothies, I guess, but not the actual avocados. Could cut them out, dig them out, cut them into chunks and squares and stuff and freeze them. I should do that. David Shea, will I need to pay any back taxes on this property, or was that included in the offer? So are there back taxes on it, David Shea? I mean, it's supposed to come from the state with no back taxes. The state says they wipe out all the back taxes on the property. And from my experience, I buy like 100 of them at a time. Maybe two to five of those 100 are crazy tax, stupid properties. 200 or not 200, like $2,000 in back taxes or something. And just forget it. I don't even put them up for sale or tell anyone about them or whatever. Those properties go in the trash. But the ones that are, the other 95 properties in there, there's probably, $5, $10, $20 or something, and some fee for like the fire department or library or some little local fee, right? That the state probably didn't wipe out. So let's see if that comes in on the bills. I mean, wait till you get a tax bill from them, see if it says anything. And Arkansas, the way they do it is they bill retroactively. So this is 2019. So 2019, they bill you later on in the year, like, I don't know, April, May, June, something. They'll send you a bill for 2018. It's like, hey, Luke, you owned it in 2018. Yeah, but they don't figure out the taxes until a year later. Like, they figure out the cost, what it costs to run the county and cost to run everything. And then they ask everybody for the money. So they float the money for a year. The county and everybody puts up the money for a year, like waiting to get paid later. Whereas most places in the U.S. are like budgeting and trying to figure out how much money they're going to spend. And then they try to get the money ahead of time to pay the bills, or during the same year at least, to pay the bills, and not floating a whole year up front before they get the money. But Arkansas does it backwards. I mean, they want their money later on after they know exactly how much money they spent. So they don't collect any extra, and they don't get any extra money to spend, and they don't have any shortfalls, I guess is the idea. But it's just the way they do it. So yeah, you gotta look at those taxes. No, I don't want to pay the back taxes. I mean, if it's crazy back taxes, I'll get you a different property. Daniel Jackson, who am I to speak to, Luke? And thanks for your time. Yeah, talk to Curtis. So if you go to the website, let me go back to here. So go to, let's go to the website and go to listings. And sorry, under that listings tab, we'll see if I can get it to drop down again. There's landowners. And so go to landowners. And then if you look through here, Curtis is on there. And Curtis Ekenolf. I'm sure I'm butchering his last name. He's a really nice guy and easy to talk to. Curtis, his phone number is 254-338-2451. His email is curtis@shelbylanddeals.com. So he might buy the property from you and do the paperwork and stuff. I got too many transactions going on to keep saying yes to everything. Let me see if I can catch up some of these other. Look online for a recipe on those brownies. It's not rotting, it's a thing, and I promise those babies will love them. Okay, so avocado brownies. I'm gonna have to try some avocado brownies. She's on YouTube. Luke, thanks for the information on the satellite companies. Yeah, there's a satellite company, and then there's the radio companies. And there's a bunch of these different radio internet companies around the area. The one I'm on seems to be working really well. At the other house by the beach, I've got Cox. It's just cable internet. And they just put up ads like this last week that they're saying now they're gigablast everywhere in my area. So I want to check with the other house, because before they were doing advertising 300 megabytes a second, and now they're advertising 1 gigabyte a second. And that should be a lot better. It should be a lot easier to flow videos off of that. And so if I sell this house, I think I set up a studio at the other house, or like a production studio kind of thing, more like this, where I can do the background stuff. Maybe some better audio, and go for it on better speeds. So let's see if I can see if I missed some other questions on here. Maybe I should take the avocados to the other house and have the kids sell them in the front yard. Maybe that makes more sense. Yeah, set the kids up with a stand, $5 a sandwich bag, sell the avocados. It's like a pickup truckload of avocados, probably what we have to pick. I mean, it's a lot of avocados. Check the local restaurants, they might buy them. Yeah, I went to one of the local, my favorite fruit stand place. I buy a lot of vegetables and stuff. And they said they won't buy them because they don't have the stamps on them. So I should try some more local stands. See. Yeah, Jay James talking about buying land, using different properties around the country to stay at, and he's saying, and land doesn't go down in value. Yeah, I'd agree with that if you're buying it at the right price. And I think ruralvacantland.com for the vast majority of the properties is the right price. But go look at the market. Don't just take the price for granted. and always think that we have the cheapest ones. I try, but every now and then I go look at the market and it's like, what the heck, something's way cheaper, and some other land dealer came in and undercut it. So if you're buying from us and other people are undercutting our prices, and you're throwing it back on the market and saying, I'm going to sell it just because I bought it off of realvacantland.com for a bunch more, which usually works, which a lot of people do. Lots and lots of people buy off of our website and go resell them. Repeat over and over customers, right? Just do your due diligence first with any properties you buy. So I think a lot of people buy properties with emotions involved, and that's going to be the dream place forever. And like this house that we just bought, my wife and I, we just bought this house, and I thought we were going to be in this house for a good long time. And she changed her mind. She doesn't like the house. She picked it out and everything. She doesn't like it. After we moved in, she doesn't like it. Okay, so we'll go try something else. Go back to the old house and regroup. And this was an emotional buying this house. And then people buy land the same way with emotions. A lot of residential real estate's emotional. Commercial real estate's a lot more logical about the money and stuff. I think if you approach it much more logically about the money, you'll have a lot better time when it comes to selling the properties later on. And then your statement of, and land doesn't go down in value, holds a lot truer about when you buy it at the right price. Yeah, so I think I got a lot of these questions. Okay, let's try calling a couple of these guys. And I mean, we've been on here for an hour, but I'm gonna keep going a bit. So we've got Andy Barnhart's got one in Cochise County. Let's see if we can get that one up on the board. See if I can get the volume to go. Funny noise as the speaker starting up. So he's got this one, 23,995. We were just looking at this one earlier.
Hello, this is Andy.
Morning, Andy. It's Luke. You're live on YouTube.
Hey, good morning, Luke.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I was just watching you for a little bit, looking at those avocados.
Yeah, I know, right?
Once you ship those to Colorado, they're so expensive in the grocery store.
Yeah, no, this is avocado area. I mean, this whole area grows a lot of avocados. The hills are all covered in avocados, and as you get down in the valleys, it gets colder in the valleys. They don't grow in the valleys, but on all the hillsides are covered in them. So they're not economic anymore. Like the Mexican avocados have come in a lot cheaper, and the price of water's gone up. And so, I mean, that's how you buy these properties now. Is people used to pay the taxes and the water bills and stuff by selling the avocados, and they can't do that anymore.
Right.
So a lot of the older people that were sitting on big properties, big houses, way more than they need, are downsizing. They're getting rid of the ranch and moving on. So that's the turnover, regentrification of the area. Now it's the
right
hipsters or whatever that pay for the water just to have the avocados to look at. That's why if you look at that picture, I got a bunch of them chopped down in the background. I would pull it up there. You can see some pile of processing chopped avocado trees. I was trying to clear land for horse pasture. But that's how it goes. So your property is it's like right on a paved road. There's some houses around there. That's not the typical Cochise property.
Just got just got this one listed, I think last Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 acres. You can split it into 3 parcels, I think, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or we can, if you wanted like a third of it, we could do the split. We could do the split
Yeah.
for you, or but it's a little different part of Cochise County over there by Portal.
Yeah.
Really pretty area, east of the, I don't know how you pronounce those, Chiricahua Mountains.
Yeah. Chiricahua. Yep. I've heard them pronounced a couple times. I never got it right by the locals what the name is. So yeah, no, there's a bunch of natural land over there. That's what I was saying earlier. Is a lot of this part of the county is all government owned. So there's not that much private land over here, and so
Right.
I haven't had much of any success getting properties over here. The deals always fell through. So it looks like you got one. That's cool. We'll see who
Yeah.
ends up with it.
Yep, this was, I think it was a divorce situation, lady,
Yeah.
and yeah, they're just looking to cash out on it. But if you, let's see here, yeah, if you look at like Zillow or Realtor.com, there's hardly anything in the area for sale, and what's for sale over there is pretty high price. So
Yeah.
we got this one listed pretty reasonably at 24,000.
I'm just trying to read the legal description on it. So it's a lot, and yeah, to split it, you could probably mess with the numbers of feet and feet measurements, or just
Right.
say the, how many feet from this line or that line, or the. I'm sure you could figure out the new legal description on it. It's not as straightforward as splitting a square or a rectangle, but it's doable.
Right. Yeah. It's right off the highway there, Portal Road. Not far from the New Mexico border.
That's cool. I think
yeah,
those are the
nice.
Chiricahua Mountains.
Nice.
Got a
Like
picture.
hiking and to the west there, and
Yeah. It's cool. Thank you.
yeah, I don't know what else.
Yeah, it's some land. Vacant land. You got to go build everything, right?
Right.
Yeah. Insert
Right.
insert dream here. What
Yeah.
do you want to? What
Yeah.
do you want to make? You can put it there. So maybe we talk about the zoning, because that's a lot of why people are buying up Cochise County. The it's RU4 zoning. I think I saw on there, and so it's easy
Yep.
to do owner builder. So you can go in and build stuff on your own, and part of the owner builder sign off is that you take responsibility for building what you're building, and part of that is you don't have to have inspections. So you don't have to have an inspector come and inspect what you're building. You can if you want to,
Right.
but it costs some money, and they'll probably tell you to do something differently, whether you like it or not. And
Right.
yeah, so the you don't have to have the inspectors come, which can be a lot of fun. A lot of people like that. They like to skip the inspections 'cause all the worry and the time and everything about the inspections. They think they know what they're doing, they're comfortable and they're safe with it, and they just want to run with it and skip the inspections. This is a county you can do that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Zillow. Anything in this neighborhood, there's 26-acre parcel listed for 190,000. There's a couple of houses listed for like 250, 285. Yeah. So you could buy this land and build a house, and it'd be worth.
You could
It'd be worth near $300,000.
Yeah, you
A
could
simple little double wide or trailer or something.
yeah, you could be the cheapest one in the market.
Yeah, and then there's a 5-acre piece for 40,000 right off Portal Road, also. So you could split this thing into 3 and sell 2 of them and probably make money, and then have have a nice little property.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, that's nice cheap one. Thank you, Andy.
All right, thanks, Luke.
Yep,
Have a good
talk to you
day.
soon. So there's Andy Barnhart with some awesome economics on a property in Cochise County, because you can split them, you can split them up, sell the pieces. He's saying this is the cheapest one by a country mile in that part of the county. And so if you go research the market and believe in the market prices over there, you could split them, you could build something on them, you could sell that, you could sell the pieces. You probably make money buying this thing and selling the pieces, and keep some land to go build on for free, or even keep some land and some money to build on for doing that. I love that kind of shot. So next up we've got who is this? This is Willie. Land monkeys. Let's pull them up. So he's got a property here. He's asking $8,990. I think we just looked at this one a little bit. Yeah, it's working. Didn't look like it was working, but it's working. One acre. Bunch of houses around the area, power lines. $8,990. Paved road. I think Street View works over there. Oh, looks like you can do Street View too. There's a neighbor with a gate. You build right across the street from there. Okay. That's a nice looking one. We got Dave. Dave of Circle 7 land. Let's see what he's got. Putting the wrong number in. So he's got almost an acre for $1,599 in Colorado, Castilla County, Colorado. Looks like it's got some little road you can drive up to it. I think he was saying in the past when you get this size.
This is Dave.
Hi Dave, it's Luke, ruralvacantland.com. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning, Luke.
Good morning. I got you live on YouTube, and we've got a property yours pulled up. It's $1,599. It's 2 different APNs in Castilla County, Colorado for just a hair under 1 acre. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
No, I was trying to follow along with you, but I couldn't tell from the...
There's a bunch of them, right?
Oh, in Castilla, yeah.
Castilla.
I'm with you now.
Yeah. Yep, Castilla County. And,
yeah.
so it looks like you've got buy it now set up, check out, GPS coordinates of any of these properties. Everyone can go look at the properties. There's GPS coordinates on all these properties for everyone to go look at them if you want to go drive around them, take a look. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty neat area. We just bought several of these, and we're getting them on the website.
Good.
Like we've kind of said before, it's more of a they're hunting properties, and some guys like to be down in the down in the valley looking at the mountains, and some like to be up on the mountains looking down, and so I've got several of each that meet each of those types of criteria on the website there right now. So
nice.
So guys can kind of get a variety of whatever they want.
Is it hunting season right now? Is it like we're getting past there? What do people do in the spring? Turkey?
Yeah, you'll have spring turkey coming up. I don't
pheasants or
know the
anything?
timing of hunting in Colorado necessarily to compared to where I am in southern Missouri, but yeah, you'll have spring turkey season coming up, and a lot of
Yeah.
different bird options coming up as well.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of your customers know those seasons a lot better than I do, actually.
Yeah, I leave that up to the buyer. they know they know the areas. I just give them really cheap prices, right? Cheapest land in the area, and they figure out the
Yeah,
rest. Yep,
yeah.
that's the way to do it.
Well, it's funny. Sometimes guys will call up and say, "Hey, can I hunt on this half acre?" And I'm like, "Well, most people don't hunt on their half acre, but there's so much national forest
Yeah,
and state forestry around that they're just camping on it and then heading out to public land to find a good spot to hunt."
yeah. And in northern Michigan, I mean, you just go get a pickup truck load of sugar beets for like next to no money, $20 or $40 or something. It was stupid cheap. You dump the sugar beets, and everything comes to chew on the sugar beets. You know,
Mm-hmm.
deer, bear, whatever. They all come to chew on the
Yeah.
sugar beets. You just keep restocking your pile, and then when it's time to go hunting,
Yeah.
it's like you just go check out your pile and see what's coming. So there's a lot of guys that would do that. You could do that on a pretty small piece of property and pull in animals from all over the area. The other thing the guys would do is salt licks. I don't know how legal these are in different areas and states or how ethical it really is. They would do feed stands, you know, feed them corn and
Mm-hmm.
grains. And my parents saved the turkeys in the area. There were no turkeys when I was much younger, and missing Willie Goldberg. He's calling in. I'll try him later. But there were no turkeys when I was younger, and they started planting turkeys. They started planting a different breed of turkey than like the normal ones that were in the area. The normal ones that were in the area that were all hunted out had like two or three um, chicks a year. The new
Mm-hmm.
ones they brought in have like 30, and
Mm-hmm.
totally different, right? And one of
Yeah.
the ranchers that was not too far from where I was living in northern Michigan, he got the deal with whoever Turkey Federation people that were planting the turkeys to be the feed station. So he got funded to feed the turkeys as they planted them to get through the winter. Because these new ones, they were much more productive, but they were sissies when it came to the winter. Northern Michigan winter, it's like
Mm-hmm.
forget it, right? So they have to be fed through the winter. And then the guy ended up, I think he passed on, and the family sold the property and stuff. And so the turkeys were all over the area by then, and no one was feeding them. And my dad and my uncle had bird feeders, and they were feeding like songbirds and stuff. A couple that would stick
Mm-hmm.
around in the winter. And the turkeys started getting into
Yeah.
that. And then they figure they got to feed the turkeys. So the snow would be so thick that the turkeys wouldn't stand in it. So they would stand in the driveway that's snow plowed or run over with a car and stuff. So you like come and go from the house, and the driveway is just full of turkeys. And you can hardly get through the
Mm-hmm.
driveway, and they poop all over the driveway, you know. But
Yeah.
I used to hunt them when I was younger, and before the population went ballistic. And as I started going away to school and coming back, the population was ridiculous. Like those,
Mm.
the hunters weren't keeping up, the predators weren't keeping up, and the turkeys were going nuts. And my dad was just trying to keep up with feeding them all. And the trees all around the house at night are just full of turkeys, putting droppings everywhere. No one's feeding them, right? And he was feeding them, so they just stayed
Yeah.
there through the thick of the snow. And but yeah, they'd have 30 little babies after them in the spring. I mean, they'd have tons and tons of babies, chicks.
Yeah.
They really
Yeah.
spread. So
In southern Missouri, here where I'm at, we have kind of the line between the city where the city won't allow people to hunt, and then the county you can hunt wherever. But we're kind of right on the line, so they all know where they're safe. So we'll sit here and and watch them out the back window and basically watch.
Yeah.
It's weird to say, but watch turkeys and deer kind of challenge each other for. It's weird looking to watch a turkey stand up to a deer. So
Yeah.
you don't see it very often, but anyhow.
They go after each other. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So I gotta try to keep this call a little bit shorter. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the land.
Thanks
It's
for
awesome.
calling.
Keep posting stuff on the website, and talk to you soon.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. So that's Dave, and he just keeps posting good-looking properties all over the website. And there again, Dave Ayers and his girl, 1599, for just shy of 1 acre in Castilla County, Colorado. So next up, I'm gonna try Jason Lydiard. We'll see if he answers the phone. He's got this next one. It's 1.25 acres.
Hi, this is Jason with DJ Strong Properties. I'm on it.
I think we missed him. So he's got 1.25 acres in Mojave County, $3,500 or $199 down and $99 a month for 60 months. This is probably another property you can drive into with an RV. Mojave's usually pretty easy with RVs. And see, these might be actual pictures of the property. These look like actual pictures of the property. So there's Joshua Street. There's a street there, and not sure exactly what part of the county this is, but it looks like it's the base of a mountain. And as I pull up some more maps, we can figure out what part of the county it is here in a sec. Dolan Springs. Okay, so it's not very far from Dolan Springs. Yeah, so he's got some maps. Kingman, Dolan Springs just north of Kingman. Lake Mojave is not too far away to the west. South of there, you'll have Lake Havasu. North of there, you'll have Lake Mead. Just beautiful weather. People buy these for the weather. It's just really easy to use. You can drive in there and enjoy the winter and nice weather land. So thanks, Jason, for bringing that one up. Mojave County. And then let's see what we got up next. Curtis. So we've been talking about a bunch of different Curtis properties today. Let's see if he answers the phone. So Izard County, 0.32 acres, is asking $202 a month for 12 months. It looks like it's on a paved road. It might even have street view here. Yeah, there's street view on this property. Look at that. So some nice thick woods. Good looking trees. You'll build a cabin in the trees. Robin Hood Lane. I think I've owned property on this street before. I think you got to build like 850 square foot house or more, if I know the zoning here.
You've reached Curtis Heikenloff.
Curtis Heikenloff, that's how you say his last name. I always call him Curtis. But, so he's got a nice looking property here in Izard County, Arkansas. He's got the buy it now set up. He's got GPS set up so you can go look at it. And then interactive map, you can look at it on the street view. And it doesn't look like it's very far from the lake. So it's just past the north end of Crown Lake. It's not very far at all from the lake. And then Mike Hassman, he's got this one in Tennessee. I think we've pulled this one up before. $5,500, Mike Hassman. It's got his contact information on the website. And yeah, look at that. Just nice piece of woods. Maybe a stream in the background. Paved road. Let's see if we can get him on the line. Mike, if you're watching, I'm just about to call you. Okay. So this has, it's got some good maps in this area. Might be a power line there. I think the power line's behind it.
Hello, Mike.
Hi, Mike. Luke Smith, RealVacantLand.com. You, sounds like you're in the car.
Hello?
Hi, it's Luke with Rural Vacant Land.
Oh, Luke. Sorry.
Hey, I got you live on YouTube. I got one of your properties pulled up. I thought maybe I'd ask you a question or two. Can you talk?
Sure. Yeah. Sorry. I was looking at a house with the realtor, so. Yeah, I'll fully pull over here. All right, there we go.
Sounds good.
So, sure, which one am I looking at here?
$5,500 for half an acre in Schriever County, Tennessee. And I just got it pulled up on the screen. It looks like it's got a paved road in front of it, and maybe a power line there, and maybe a creek in the background. Am I looking at that right?
You know what? Can you tell me the subdivision name on that one? Was that Against the Hill?
Let me take a look at it. Tyrola section. The legal description is Tyrola.
You know what? It ended up not being a stream. It might be a seasonal deal, but I had someone go out there and they said it was just a dry creek
Okay.
right now. So yeah, I don't know if it's seasonal or sometimes it's got water or not, but
That's good to know.
it does have access. And then I think I checked to see if they had like an older perk test. I think it did have for a 2-bedroom, I believe.
Okay.
It was either 1 or 2. I think he had somebody had done a perk test a while back, and the health department or whatever still had it. So it did pass that at one time. I'm not sure if they have to get another one, a more recent one or not. I can't remember.
Okay. Looks like one of the neighbors built an octagon house, so they're getting more creative. And then another one of the neighbors built a Ferris Bueller's Day Off kind of house. You remember that movie?
Yeah, exactly. So that I'm in Illinois, so right. I think that house was. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that there's a lot of people will buy and then they'll like some kind of cabin kit thing or a cabin.
Yeah.
And then rent them out because of that. You've got Pigeon Forges, got the Dollywood area, and then you got the kind of the National Forest stuff, and then you've got a bunch of tourist stuff out there.
Yeah.
The area is just kind of moving.
Looks like another house across the street. Looks like they did an A-frame, maybe a couple A-frames in the area. And then someone else did a gable roof. I mean, just like roof going from like, the ground all the way up. Nice and cheap, easy, fast. And so it looks like you can get creative. There's another A-frame. There's a couple A-frames in the area. It looks like you can get creative in what you build here. And a couple more of these houses are built off the hill. A lot of these are walkout houses. So this lot would fit in the neighborhood really well.
And that's right. And that county, that Sevier County, that a lot of the lots like that are really sloped. I mean, most of that land, you don't run across much land out there, and part of it is, and then part of it is, then they get the view, so they like that too, right? It's kind of, and really those lots, the pricing, because I've got some out there that are English Mountain, and those are real cheap, but it's the proximity to like town. So the closer you get to town, the more expensive the lot gets, because people come out, especially, people that want to build cabins to rent, that's what they're looking at is, hey, come stay at this cabin and you're, 5 minutes away from town. Because I've got a couple in Twin Mountain that's literally, a mile and a half from like the big tourist strip there in that area. And those are, $25,000 lots that I'm selling for $995. So
okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how that area seems to play out. Is that the more expensive a lot is based on how close you are to, and also on what kind of view you can get, how high up you can get. But
Yeah.
you know, some of those lots are around 100 grand even, but that's not the price right there.
No.
The twin mount ones were, I like those because they're so close.
Yeah.
And you can see on the twin mount one, they've got several of those cabin rentals, literally lot. There's about 5 of them within, you know, 2 or 3 lots.
Yeah.
Vicinity of those, the 2 that I've got.
So I'm driving around the neighborhood and yeah, seeing these it almost looks like a cabin kit kind of thing. And a little bit of parking by the road, building it off the hill and looking out over the valley. Yes, people are totally going for that.
I have no idea how they do something out there because you look at some of these lots and sometimes you're like, I don't even know how they park. Because that's the trick is they've got to get a big enough space to level off for parking and the building and for but they do and I know that's what it comes down to is that that's just all they do out there, so they're really good at it. But
yeah, no, that seems to fit the area. That's not like my area. I mean, here you wouldn't be able to build on a hill like that because of the fires. Fires rip through.
Yeah.
So topography, different areas.
Probably, in the future, I don't know that. One guy bought 3 lots from me, and he bought 1 lot that was sloped down, and he bought 2 lots that were sloped up. And then what he's going to do is he's going to take the dirt from the lots that were sloped up.
Yeah.
He's going to move it to the dirt, to the lot that was sloped down. And so for him, he's like, he made out like a big. He was so happy.
He knows how to do it.
Yeah.
You just shovel it across the road and put a slide in. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They went up the but there were 2 next to each other, and then on the upslope, and then the one downslope was only like a block and a half away.
Yeah.
So for him, he goes, it was a no-brainer. And he actually did dirt moving kind of almost as a hobby where he worked on the side doing that stuff. So he knew what he was doing, and so when he got to 3, he was like, yeah, this is perfect.
He played with Tonka trucks as a kid, right?
Well, he did all kinds of good stuff, so that was what was kind of nice. And,
yeah, no, that's good.
He was sharing all kinds of good stuff with that area and how it worked. And, I'm like, hey, is this too slow? He goes, no. He goes, they're all like that. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood looks like that. So, no, that's perfect. Okay, thank you, Mike. Thanks for that one. Thanks for posting the properties.
Yeah.
And keep them coming. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, well, we've got some more. We got some more good ones coming. So
Good deal.
We're just close. Going through trials will take a little bit longer, but they'll be out there soon.
Sounds good. Thank you. Talk to you. Yep. Bye. So Mike Hassman with a property in Sevier County, Tennessee, and let's see what else we got. It looked like a beautiful area. I mean, the greenery looked like tropical countries I've been to more than the U.S. It's gorgeous looking. Okay, so Chris has, let's see. Chris Gibson, Leon County, Nevada, 16,950, and this is 1 acre. Let's see where this is at. You got Lake Tahoe here. The property's over here. Long-term state recreation area. So there's a bunch of.
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
So I think we missed Chris. So there's the property. Let's do satellite. So there's some numerous houses in the area. And there's a Looks like a good hill or mountain on the other side of the street that you're looking at. A paved road looks like it goes up to it. Dirt road coming in from the background. Let's jump to the next one. Justin Sleva's got one, $24,000 in Valverde County, Texas. Justin Sleva. Let's see if he answers the phone. Valverde County, Texas, 5.4 acres, asking $24,000. And, oh yeah, so this one's next to the lake. So check this out. Nice looking lake right here and little streets coming down and looking around the area. Looks like this would be some really good fishing with all kinds of little nooks and crannies to go try to catch some fish in.
Justin.
Hello, Justin. It's Luke, Rural Vacant Land.
Hey, what's up, bud?
I got,
give me just a minute.
yeah, I got you live on YouTube.
Oh, nice. What's going on?
I was going to ask you about one of your properties. I got
Okay, cool. Which one?
the Valverde property, 5 acres in Valverde County, Texas. You're asking $24,000. Sold.
Yeah,
Okay.
it actually sold.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So hopefully you got a good buyer and happy it's sold and it's moved
Yeah.
on. And, okay.
It actually sold on a terms deal.
Nice. There you go. Terms deal one by one. You do a lot of terms deals.
Yes, sir.
So thanks for
Yeah.
posting that one on the website. Justin Sleva is on the website. He's got a couple different properties. What's your next favorite property that you got up for sale right now? You got some Wisconsin
Man,
ones?
I gotta look and see what all we have on your website right now because we sold a bunch. I don't know that it's all
Good.
cleared off.
Okay.
Let me see what we got there.
Try to get them updated.
Yeah, we'll get them updated with you. We've got some stuff in Wisconsin right now they've got a ton of waterfront properties. They're going to be
Yeah.
great. The 5 acre in Oneida.
Oneida.
It's a little cold there right now. Yeah, Oneida County. It's a little cold there right now, but it's a great cabin property. It's got easement access on a nice river.
Yeah. Maybe not ice fishing on the river, but I bet you there's some lakes in the area you can go ice fishing in.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oneida County. I don't have the Oneida County one on the website.
Well, you don't? Okay.
No,
You
we've
got a
had-
couple pulp. You should have 2 pulp ones in there. They're next to snowmobile trails. And then a 2.5
Oneida.
acre farm.
Oneida. So I think I found Oneida. Maybe I was wrong. I was looking at the wrong state. Like an idiot. So here we go. 5 acres, $25,000. One in Oneida County, Wisconsin. I'm pulling that one up. I grew up in northern Michigan. Get a lot of the same trees, a lot of the same climate, a lot of the same fish, and
Yep.
so I'm used to that. I think I've seen this one before. Yeah, so you get some nice, good greenery around the area. Probably some good fishing in that river. Maybe go kayak it in the spring. Get a couple rocks on the property, some trees, some moss. Looks like a good place to stick a cabin.
It's a great little cabin property up there because you do have the water and you have the activity there alongside that. But kind of
Yeah.
off the road a little bit. It's kind of a nice place to get away.
Yep. We were just talking about turkey season coming up. This is probably turkey country. We got turkey hunting coming right up. A couple months.
Yeah.
Time to get ready for that. Stake out your areas. Try to figure out where they're roosting. And get ready for that season to start. It's good to find in the snow because you can see their droppings during the day when you go hike around. You see, they just pile up and figure out where they roost. Take notes for the spring. So here's seeing the land. I'm seeing a bunch of trees. Seeing the river. There's a power line. Looks like it clips one corner of the property, and there's a paved road on the other side of the river. Is there? Do you drive up that power line route to get there, or is there some easements? Or
Yeah, there's an easement. There's an easement next to that. That's the easiest route right now.
along the power line route.
So
Okay.
yeah, we had a guy that was working with local logger. They were going to clear the logging out and go through there. But with the winter, they like listen till spring. But you know, that property's a cool property. But we've got a bunch in Wisconsin that there's gorgeous properties, but with the cold up there, it's kind of slowed some of the buying down.
Yeah, that's how it happens. Get some warm spring days, and the phones will light up, and properties will be gone. The guys that are doing their homework ahead of time could jump the gun.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Yep, there it goes. Okay, that's a good looking property. Thanks for posting that one on the website and the others, and I'll try to get the sold ones updated and some new ones on there. It'd be great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Justin. Talk to you later. Yep, bye. Okay, so Justin Sleva, he's got a bunch of different properties, always coming and going. He does a lot of owner finance on these properties, and just all around good guy. I don't know how better to explain it. I'm glad that he's posting properties on ruralvacantland.com. Let's see what the next one is. The next one is Patricia. We got Patricia, and she keeps coming up with good looking properties too. Let's pull this one up. I think she watches the show, but I've had a harder time getting her on the phone for the show. Let's see if we get her. So we've got this one. She's got 20 acres in Kern County, California. She's asking $21,000. See if we can figure out where this is.
Hello, Patricia speaking.
Hello, Patricia. Luke at Rural Vacant Land. I got you live on YouTube. Thanks for answering your phone.
Hi, Luke. How are you
Hey,
today?
good. Yourself?
I'm good.
Good deal. So I've got one of your properties pulled up, 20 acres in Kern. And I was going to show the guys this
Okay.
one, see if anyone's interested in this property. It's you're asking $21,000, and I was going to pull it up on the map here and see if I can figure out what part of Kern this is in.
Okay.
Is there anything you can tell us about this property?
The one in Lost Hills, I think.
No, I'm really scratching my head because it's looking like it's close to Albuquerque, New Mexico on the map. I'm wondering if this is a wrong map.
Yeah, the 20 acres, 20.14. Yeah, that's in the Lost Hills.
Okay. So I need to update the map. The map on the website's not
Okay.
good, but I'll use the GPS coordinates and I'll pull it up there. It's Lost Hills. You start getting into oil in that area. You see oil rigs in the area, or it's not that far north?
Yeah, a little bit, but nothing anything.
Oh, I know this valley. I think I used to own land like 2 lots over from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all I know about this property is in the listing. Yeah, so that's about it. Let me double check if that's recorded in the... Yeah.
I've had property right next to this. Yeah, look at this. So I'm pulling up the map search, and I had some that's like 2 streets over.
Okay.
Okay, so yours is next to a field, and then there's little streets in the area, and I had 3 or 4 people drive out there literally the same day to look at that property.
Okay.
And then they were all like, I'm gonna buy it, or I want terms, or I want, working on payment plan of some kind. And then one guy just paid cash and took off with it.
Yeah, we do. We can offer owner financing. That's that one too. But
Okay. This was like a year.
Absolutely.
This was maybe a year ago that I had that property, and they said I think there's one other home, or 1 or maybe 2 other homes in that valley. So it's a really peaceful valley with like nobody there, and it's really farmer centric kind of valley, and there's good views around the area. And I think the other property I had is there was a gate. I think there was a gate that they had to get through, and they talked to one of the ranchers, and the rancher let them through, if I remember right. And
Yeah,
they,
this property is kind of similar, I would say. There was few gates. There's also a few gates when you drive to this one. So yeah, it's probably the same area.
Yeah, no, it's really close, the same area. The
yeah.
the guy that bought it, if I remember right, I think he wanted to have sheep, and he sent me some pictures of the property, like after he bought it, because I didn't have any real pictures of the property. And it was really green. It was like green grass fields, like just rolling fields. And he's like, "This is perfect. He was so happy.
Good to me.
I know, right? So that's cool. You got one. Got one right there. And so it's been raining. It's probably turning really green right now. And it's probably that same scenario. Whoever goes out there and looks at it, especially this time of year in the green, will probably just take off with it. Yeah, so $21,000, and I'll get this map. This map's not good. It's the wrong property. Taking some notes. But the yeah, that looks like a nice one. Congratulations. I wish I'd bought that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks like a good one. So we'll see who ends up with it. And yeah, just thank you. Thanks for posting property on Rural Vacant Land, and talk to you again soon. Yep, thanks. Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
So that's Patricia Zach, and she's got good looking property here in Kern County. This isn't your classic Kern. This is like an agricultural valley. Just a lot of green fields. You know, it's gonna be green fields. So you can go up there and go see some green fields. You have, like, I think the guy that bought land from me in the past wanted to have sheep, but you could probably have cattle. You could probably have, you know, rabbits, chickens, all kinds of stuff chewing on the grass there. You got a bunch of grass on that property. So I'd go take a look at that one before somebody else grabs it. Let's see. So we've got Mike's got a property in Yavapai. Let's see if we can get that to work. See if we can get his. Yavapai County. So Yavapai is got Prescott. It's north of Phoenix, south of the Grand Canyon. All kinds of different elevations, but some of the elevations in there get to be really nice Mediterranean kinds of climate. So let's see where this one is. Okay, so he's north of Prescott. So Prescott's down here. So this is getting up by Ash Fork and the 40. Okay, so it's south of the 40 and south of Sligman and Ash Fork.
Mike, leave me a message and
I'm going to hang up on his voicemail. Sorry, Mike. So Sligman and Ash Fork are here just south of the 40. This is northern Arizona. I'll zoom out a little bit. Make sure this is on the right screen. So we've got over here, we've got the 40. This thing here is a 40. The property's right here. And the nice thing about this area is there's usually a bunch of juniper bush around the area that breaks up the view. It's the right elevation to get good junipers. Flagstaff is up here. It's higher elevation. So if you drive the 40, it's going downhill. This well goes uphill a little bit. Then it starts going downhill again. So you're downhill in between there and the river. And at the right elevations, it can be quite nice climate-wise and vegetation-wise. You get these big juniper bushes. So let's see if I can show you those. Well, let's use this map. So let's zoom in on this thing. We'll do satellite view and see if this one has juniper bushes in it or not. There's Alpaca Ranch. Yeah, so it looks like it's got some juniper. Looks like there's some streets running around the area. There's a couple other homesteads in the area. Some 2-tracks coming up from this way. I'm not exactly sure how the... Here's a 2-track coming up this way. Maybe that's how you access it. Looks like that comes up to the property. And it looks like it's got some junipers. So I think you could pull your RV in here and go hide in the junipers and have your own piece of freedom. So how much is he asking for this one? He's asking $16,000 bucks. So $16,000 for 40 acres south of the Interstate 40 in Yavapai County. So that's Mike. Mike's got that one. Mike's name and number are on the website. So if you go look up Yavapai County, Arizona on ruralvacantland.com, you can get to that one. And then we've got Luke Harris. Luke's got see what he's got. He's got Klamath County. These guys have lots of different properties. Just highlighting one property for the sake of time. So Luke Harris, let's see if we can get Luke on the phone. It's 19.83 acres, so just shy of 20 acres. He's asking $22,000 or $600 down and $300 a month for 72 months. Let's see if we can figure out where this one's at. Looks like a greener area. There's Crater Lake up here. There's Klamath Lake. Klamath Falls, so kind of northeast of Klamath Falls. There's a lot of national forest out in this area.
You're sparing the Blue Harris, please.
The Sprague River, I think it's a good fly fishing area. Wild Bill Lake over here, and you've got some different bunch of forest roads running around the area. It looks like some get pretty close to the property. Let's take a look at the satellite and see if, yeah, so it looks like some of these forest roads, like the numbered ones go by and then other ones go all over the place. So it looks like you could drive right in there. Almost looks like someone's growing something over here. Planting bushes in lines or something. But yeah, it looks like there's some roads you could drive into the property. These bushes almost look like they're planted in rows. I wonder if it's something to do with the ground that's lining them up like that, or seeds blow into cracks in the earth that grew out of there. I don't know. It looks like there's some greenery on the property. So 20 acres for $22,200 in Klamath County, Oregon. Let's see what else we got. David's got Colorado. Let's see what he's got in Colorado. Okay, David Dennison has this one. 1.8 acres in Sprague County, Colorado. Got his contact information up here. It's on the website. So if we go to Saugatuck, I'm going to say this name wrong. Saugatuck County, Colorado. Saugatuck County, Colorado. I'm not sure how to say it. Let's ask David if he can say it. 1.8 acres. Looks like a larger lot, maybe in the foothills. And let's see where it's at. Nice looking mountains right there. Blanca Peak, so it's north of Blanca. So a lot of these other ones we've been talking about are down here south of Blanca.
Thank you for calling David Deniston's phone. I'm sorry.
think we missed him. So we've got Pikes Peak up here, and we've got Colorado Springs over here, and then north of that we've got Denver, Colorado Springs, go around the corner, and you've got this property hiding back here at the base of the mountain near Crest 1. San Cristo Wilderness in the background, bunch of mountains behind it, bunch of different names of mountains behind it. So again, he is asking $14,999 or $5,000 down and $279 a month for this one. See what else we got. We got 10 acres in Kern County. I'm gonna skip some calls. Aaron English has this one. He's asking $4,400 or $500 down, $100 a month for 72 months for 10 acres in Kern County, California. So let's see where this one's at. Okay, so you got the proving grounds over here. So you got Palmdale and that's the backside of LA. Lancaster, Palmdale, California City. Victorville over here. Hello? Aaron? And Los Angeles. So this is north of Los Angeles, out north of California City. 10 acres. Kern County, California. And again, Aaron English is asking $4,400 or terms for the 10 acres in Kern County. Got Jason Rusk. Jason's got, let's see. Little over 5 acres in Castilla County, Colorado. Looks like it's on a little bit of a hill. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks like it's got some trees, got some little road going through it, little road going next to it.
Hello.
Hello, Jason. Luke Smith. I got you live on YouTube. Got one of your properties pulled up and hey, thanks for answering the phone. I got this one of your properties pulled up. Castilla County, Colorado, 5 acres. It looks like it's in the trees.
Looks like it's in the trees.
Yeah.
Must be a fully wooded lot. Which one out of all of them?
Yeah, so this one is, it looks like it's up the mountains more. 5.176 acres, asking $9,000. And a lot of the Castilla County properties I see are down in the valley, and they're kind of flat and open. This one looks like it's got a road, dirt road on the western side of it, and a little 2-track cutting through it a bit. Looks like it's got some pine trees. I'm looking at satellite views, and it looks like the leaves are missing. When it's probably aspen trees, I'm guessing, when the satellite was taken. But I bet you a couple months from now, when the leaves start filling in, that's like one green wooded property.
Yep, so you got some nice shade, some good wind coming through that up in the Santo de Cristo ranches.
That sounds about right. So yeah, looking at that, there's mountains all around. Just probably get a bunch of good mountain views. Probably snowed in right now, huh?
Yeah, I know. I would guess right now with all the weather and snow right there in Colorado.
Yeah. San Cristo, yeah. So San Luis is down the hill a little bit. And
San Luis is really close.
Trinidad's over to the east, and then you've got Pueblo and Colorado Springs, and then up to Denver as you go north. You're not.
As you go north of that.
Yeah, I wonder which is closer.
On the northwest side, you got Fort Garland as well.
Fort Garland, yeah.
Everything's pretty close.
I wonder if Santa Fe might be pretty close to the south too, compared to Colorado Springs and Denver and stuff to the north. You're kind of in the middle, in between Santa Fe, Albuquerque, and Denver, one on either side. A lot of national forest all over the place. Yeah, it looks like an interesting one. Good place to put a cabin.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything?
Good place to go out there, you know, if you want to have a seasonal home or vacation out there.
Yeah.
Get away, maybe be there for the summers, and winters maybe not so much. Or if you like the cold and you like the snow, you have some great mountain views there. And
yeah, you could
nice
probably go
wildlife as well.
Yeah, you could probably go snowmobiling there. Maybe cross country skiing and just looking at the mountains through the winter. That'd be fun. I grew up in northern Michigan, and we stayed in the winters, and it was most everyone left. But we'd look out over the lake and excuse me, seeing the weather come across the lake. It's always like the biggest entertainment. Oh, here comes the next front. Here comes the next storm. You know, just watching them come through. You probably get that here in the mountains pretty well too, watching them and hearing them come in. And yeah, just probably blanket the area with snow and then dig your way out and start over again. Now I'm in Southern California. I kind of miss it. It'd be fun for a couple days, but I don't think I want to live in it full time. It'd be a good place to have a cabin. Go visit, check it out, and then leave. But everyone has their own agenda. So looks like there's a couple houses just south of here. I got pulled up on the map.
A few houses out there.
Yeah, good deal. It's cool. Thanks for posting on the website. Thanks for bringing it to our attention. Thank you. Thanks, Jason.
No, thank you, Luke.
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. So there's Jason with another property. This one's up in the mountains. Got it going on behind my head here. I didn't realize my head was in the way. But yeah, Sandy Cristo Mountains. Good looking cabin site in the mountains. Let's see who else we got. We got Ben Dow. Let's try Ben. He's I think we had this one on the website before. Or on the video before. And this one is in San Luis Obispo. We highlighted this one before a couple times, I think. So here's San Luis Obispo County. He's got 5 acres. It's near the 101, and it's just these golden rolling hills, the little road that goes up to the property. Coming off the 101, there's a trail that goes under the 101. I'm not sure which one's going to be the best access to it. You have to figure out which one of those roads is the best one to drive to get into that property. But he's got YouTube videos and drone shots. Did drone shots of the area as well. So you got a drone guy to go in there and fly the drone around, take pictures so you can see the property in 3D. And so here's a map. You can zoom in and play with the lot lines. There's a good hill here. Looks like a good place to put a house, be in these trees on this hill. You can look out all over the area. And then there's a little road access here. Little road that goes out. This is the 101. The 101 here is pretty big. It's got like a median and stuff. It's not like you just come and go off the side of the 101 here. You might be able to, but I don't think you really can. And then underneath it's got like the farmers kind of crossing, where, you know, some back in the day they built the road through here and they cut up the farms on 2 sides of the road, so they built an access for the cows and the tractor and stuff to go underneath. And so I'm not sure if you can use that or not to go drive through there, but it drives out to the other side, and then there's different roads you can go out to main roads. So if you can get your car through there, that's another route to check out to get access to this property. And I think we missed Willie. I was calling Willie and he was calling back, so let's try him, and then let's hang it up for the day. So you had this 1 acre. One acre in
This is Willie.
Hello Willie, it's Luke again. Hey.
Hey Luke.
Thanks for taking the call. I missed your call back there. I was on the phone.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I got to know.
So you got this 1 acre property. I got you live on YouTube, just so you know. This one,
Okay.
1 acre property on a paved street, and it's a bunch of houses all over the place. This is San Bernardino County. You're asking $8,990, and it looks like there's power lines and neighbors in multiple directions. Looks like the area is getting built up pretty well, and this looks like probably the next one, probably the cheapest in the area, huh?
Yeah, I think. Are you sure that's San Bern?
No.
Or is that Kern?
Might be Kern. Might be listed wrong. Ridgecrest, California. It should be Kern,
Yeah,
huh?
that's Kern. Yeah. So I had another one here. I think we talked about that one a little while ago. I think I had that one for like $11,000. But yeah, this one's got like electric right across the street. Yeah, this one's new to the market. Yeah, it's right off of Ward Avenue. I've got a couple interested buyers, but it's still available.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do have a few others out in this area, out in Ridgecrest. So this one's got electricity across the street. The other one I have in this neighborhood out in China Lake has electricity right to the property line.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people with mobile homes and that kind of thing in the area. I know the guy, one of the people who's interested in one of these 2 lots, is trying to put a double wide on the property. So I know you can do that kind of thing over here. So I know a lot of people. It's a little questionable if you could do that in Los Angeles County, and I'm not even sure about San Bernardino County. But out in Kern County in these neighborhoods, I think you could get away with. I mean, a bunch of people in this area at least have double wides and trailers on the property and house them there for longer periods of time. So if you're kind of looking for that kind of off-grid kind of life, and in a neighborhood near Ridgecrest, which has a Walmart, Home Depot, that kind of thing, within 2 hours of LA, around 2 hours. Yeah, this is definitely a good lot.
That's pretty cool. So, how many of these did you get? You got a bunch. You said two in this neighborhood.
So I've got 2 in China Lake Acres, which is this neighborhood, and then I've actually bought 4 from this one guy. I only have one of those lots listed.
Okay.
Those 4 have electricity right to the property. They're actually quite a bit closer to Ridgecrest.
Nice.
So those are closer to Ridgecrest, electricity, right, closer to the Walmart, and
just easy.
Yeah, so I think those are, I've got about 6 in this area.
Nice. You're doing it right. Going for quantity. Get them going.
Yep.
Yeah, they sell.
Yeah.
They make a bunch of people happy.
I've definitely been doing volume more recently. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a good amount of. I mean, my buyers list in these Southern California markets got to be pretty big.
Yeah. I'm sure.
And people like the owner financing.
Yeah.
So I've kind of found this niche, and I'm working it. So yeah, it's going well. So.
Yeah. You probably know exactly what to offer because you know what that you can sell them for, and just keep getting better and better at it.
Yep.
So.
And then people, my email list gets people buying it and see the terms and jump on the terms. So
that's great.
If someone's interested, might want to jump on it. I actually have some guy coming to look at this one today.
Good.
But it is still available.
Good. No, it happens deal by deal. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for posting on the website. Thanks for posting all these properties up that you keep posting. I think it's great.
Yep.
Thanks, Willie.
Thanks for giving me a call.
Yeah. Talk to you later. Bye. So there you have it, folks. Willie Goldberg, another good-looking property, Kern County. Says San Bernardino County on the website. I was just getting that fixed while we were talking, so I'll get that to say the right county. And it's a lot of looking at each one of these in more details, make sure all the details are right. Just keep polishing and fixing and making them better and better as I go. We'll see how it ends up in the end. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for listening. I want to give some land away. I want to try to answer some questions first. We're like 2 hours in, though. couple people saying freezing up. I'm freezing up, but that's my end. Someone's saying it's still going, so hopefully it's still working. Okay. I think I should try to end this because it's just going too long, over 2 hours. Sorry for the long time. I said something early on about the let me pop out the chat here, and I'm going to ask a question about some numbers. So here's the chat, and yeah, someone's already answering. Great. So last time we did the 7th person, so it wasn't all about it's gonna be 7 people that are gonna go by before I can even answer the question. So I'm just gonna go through it from when I pulled up the chat. So the question is, yeah, how many properties are left in Arkansas? 75. I gave some good hints at the beginning. 75, and everyone's slamming with 75. See, you can't have won land before, so let me pull up the list of people that won land before. Make sure you're not on there, and look at it. And I'm gonna try the 7th person. So the 7th person that answered, because a guy in the previous call was saying it's not fair. It's the first person all the time. It's not fair because some of the internet connections aren't as fast as others. So I've got the paperwork sent out to everybody except the last 3 winners: Amitha Williams, Andrew W., and Kenneth Mendoza. The last 3 winners on this show. I haven't sent paperwork out for those 3 yet, and then whoever we get on here today. So let's start back. I'm going to go from when I open this chat. On this second page, it does this little mention. And then Jose says 75. J. James, so here we go. Linda says 75, so that's 2. Robert Hines says 75, that's 3. Dal Rav 4 says 75, that's 4. Sandra Dean says 75, that's 5. Angela Nandu, that's 6. And Del Rav, that's 7. Let's run with him. Del Rav 4, 75. I don't think Del, I've seen this name in here numerous times, but I don't think he's ever won before. Yeah, I don't have Del Rav on here winning before. So Del Rav 4, thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing this fun game to win some land. I got you down. And so what I'm going to ask you to do is send your information to my assistant Gilian, Gilian, at ruralvacantland.com. I'm going to type it out in here so you can cut and paste it. If I can spell. So Gilian at ruralvacantland.com. You can copy and paste that in to your email. Send her an email. It says, I won the land on today, February 11th. 2019, and I want to, I actually want the land, and I'll do the paperwork. You just got to sign one thing. I'll send you some paperwork. You sign it with a check, and the check goes to the state. I'm going to buy some land from Arkansas State if they still got some left, and we'll send that in. We'll get some land from the state. If they send back a letter that says no, you can't have that land, or reject it, or heck with you, or whatever, we'll figure out what to do from there. We'll go after a different piece of land, or change it up somehow to figure out how to get it to work. And yeah, so the thing I need in that email is I need your contact information, which is part of that's your email address, which comes in, but your phone number, your mailing address, where you want this deed sent to after we get it from the government, and I want what title you want to own this land in. Is it going to be your name? Is it going to be a trust, or not an IRA, but I guess you could put it in an IRA. Whatever kind of name you want to own it in. A company, your kids, your parents, your dog. I mean, your dog can't sign it. You're not going to be able to do anything with it if you put it in your dog's name, but you could put it in your church's name or charity. Lots of different ways to do it. So yeah, tell me what name you want the property in, and let's go for it. Put that in email, and thank you. Thanks everybody for listening, watching, and this is a really long video. Well, there's lots of land. I could do this video for all week and still not show off all the different lands that we have out there. So go check out ruralvacantland.com and pick out the right one for you. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you later.